Hi guys and welcome back to Football Manager 2018 with AC Milan. We've got a huge game against Fiorentina today. Juve also in action at home to Chievo. You'd expect them to walk that one. Troubled Inter are away at troubled Sampdoria, and high-flying Lazio away at Cagliari. But however, there's something else I want to show you. AC Milan board reduced available transfer funds. I regret to announce it, due to a worse than expected financial performance, they've reduced the budget to 700k. That was from over 11 million. And the wage budgets went down from 2.3 to 2.23. I think that's still, yeah, the wage budget's still over 200 grand in the green there. But yeah, so our transfer budget has basically been reduced to nothing. So the financial situation at the club is an issue. Juventus and Lazio both winning, so a victory over Fiorentina here necessary. We've beat them once and they've beat us once. They beat us actually last year at San Siro and we went away and beat them in Florence. Locatelli unfortunately suspended today, so can't come in and play. Bonaventura will take over his position. Other than that, I think we just go with what we have. Actually, we'll bring Bonucci back in for Caldara. But other than that, I think we're good to go. So we're going to be playing with Donnarumma, Calabria, Bonucci, Romagnoli, Barreca, Bonaventura, Kessie, Biglia, Chiesa making his return. Well, not his return to Fiorentina, but playing against them for the first time. Sani and Andre Silva. And they're playing with this weird formation actually that we've already faced earlier on against one of the smaller teams. That 3-4-3, but with the 4 being wing-backs and defensive midfielders. I don't know how this is going to go. I'd like to think that we can expose some open flanks with obviously their wingers being so far forward. Their fullbacks don't really have much protection. But we'll see how the game unfolds. Tomovic now. D'Ambrosio now for Fiorentina, Bonucci to Bonaventura and Calabria. And of course, when they came here last season, they made us look like mugs. They kind of did what Lazio did to us this season. But Andre Silva moving on into the box now, on the ball, really tight angle, and it's a good save by the goalkeeper. Sane will be on to this, but I suspect Fiorentina probably will be able to defend from here. It's actually a foul by D'Ambrosio on Sane. Gives us a free kick, but it's a positive start to the game as Biglia looks to deliver this one into the box. He does deliver it. Bonucci with the head down. It's a scramble in there, and Frank Kessie manages to turn it in a minute and a half into the game, and it's 1-0 to AC Milan. Fiorentina think that should have been chalked off for offside. Couldn't see a damn thing in there and all the bodies, but we've got a goal. Praise the start. Done well. 3 shots, 3 on target already in the game. This will move us up to 3rd position as Calabria takes a throw on the right hand side. It's into Chiesa, who's actually lost it to Sanchez. Now it's Kramaric on the ball. And Badelja. Sanchez, a story over the top for Zuber to chase. It should be easy for Bonucci. Takes it down, plays it to Romagnoli. Good play. Out to Calabria. That's a great ball by the big centre back. Bonaventura to Chiesa. Tries it down the channel to Silva. It's not a good ball. A story now to Sportiello, and it's Chiesa's been a bit sketchy so far against his old side as Vitor Hugo plays it long for Kramaric. Romagnoli cushions it beyond Kessie though. And Fiorentina have a chance to get forward. It's in for Kramaric actually. He shoots and it's Donnarumma with a brilliant save. Kramaric trying to go across the goalkeeper there, who maybe could have come out and narrowed the angle, but he did well to save it when Kramaric's shot did come in. It's now a corner though to Fiorentina. Danger not over yet. Zuber to take this one. Zuber crosses it in, it's bouncing, it's away by Romagnoli, that's good play. Tomovic will pick it up though, as Fiorentina fire back, but still 1-0 to Milan. Candreva injured for Inter, brilliant. 5-4 shot count in the opening 25, pretty even game so far, 60% possession for ourselves, just over now. That's a corner, Biglia to take. Delivers it deep, up as Kessie, down to Romagnoli, who almost puts the ball through the net. Great worked corner there. Kessie cushioning it down brilliantly for somebody who's in better position to score, and Romagnoli puts us 2 up against Fiorentina. Inter are actually ahead against Sampdoria now. Van den Eyden, who I've never heard of. It's now to be whipped in for Fiorentina. It's a terrible ball. It's so easy for Bonaventura to get that. Bonaventura forward to Chiesa, who's got Andre Silva running beyond. Play it in. Nope, Chiesa holds it back to Bonaventura. Now it's Kessie. Chance to counter's probably gone. It's out wide to Calabria now. Into Chiesa. Holds it up. Got Calabria for the return. Calabria, can he whip this? Takes a touch. Whips it from the byline. It's deep. Sani rises and hits the bar. Chiesa can't quite get it in though. It cannons off him and out for a goal kick. And he's not been brilliant today against his old team. Sportiello playing it long. Barreca rises and heads it away, but it will be Tomovic to nod it down. D'Ambrosio now. Kessie with a excellent challenge. Bilia to Bonaventura. To Sani now. Sani with a great ball forwards. Andre Silva. Excellent effort trying to get through the middle of them there, but ultimately a really weak shot. Sportiello easily managing to take charge of the ball. And Sani, Chiesa and Silva have all actually been rather poor today according to the rankings, or the ratings I should say. But we still have the 2-0 lead as Cancelo goes down with injury for Inter as well. So we're about to go in, yep, half time, 2-0, Frank Kessie, the main man, a goal and an assist. And we've scored from a corner and a free kick, but very pleased. Can't really say fairer than that. Nobody deserving of coming off, everybody's done well. We'll just tell them to concentrate in the second half. You know, we have a little bit of complacency in us sometimes. As Kessie finds Chiesa, who keeps it in, trying to take on the fullback now. Flicks it inside to Bonaventura. Bonaventura coming forward to start the second half. Hits it off Chiesa's heels. And it's away by Fiorentina as Zuber comes forward. Kessie puts in a good challenge. Bonucci, pardon me, to Bilia. Chiesa now. Bonaventura, not a good touch. Does retain possession though. Forward for Silva. Silva now to Kessie. Can we get an opportunity here? Kessie's got Sani on the left. Plays it out to Sani. Can he take on his man? He cuts it back to Bonaventura. A bit of space. Plays it to Chiesa. Takes a touch. Shoots and it's just wide of the post. I'd like to see him take on his man there actually, Chiesa. Andre Silva to Sani. I have a horrible feeling this is going to be a Fiorentina counter. Ball's deflected away. Barreca to Bonaventura now. Into Kessie, holding it up. Reverses it for Chiesa. Chance and Sportiello with a save. And Chiesa again just failing to do the business against his old club. As if he's nervous today, maybe he's trying too hard. Bilia's ball to the edge of the box. Bonaventura's shot's terrible. D'Ambrosio heads it away. And you'd think that by the end of that piece of action. Bonaventura plays it to Bonucci. No, it is. Fiorentina haven't actually started in this second half. We've clearly the better of the half. Fiorentina still on 5 shots. There's actually Paganini, I don't know. That guy on loan from Frosinone has scored for Inter. They're 2-0 up now as we approach 70 minutes here. Romagnoli heads it away. Oh, you have to be kidding me on. A free kick against Romagnoli, who's already in the book. And he's in the book again. I don't even know what happened. There's a push, allegedly, and Romagnoli has been sent off, given his marching orders. I guess I'm going to move Chiesa into the middle to play as an attacking... No, actually, we'll move Sani into the middle. We'll sacrifice Chiesa. On will come Caldara, I guess. Kessie and Bilia will both drop. And we'll have basically a line going forward there. Frank Kessie will play... Oh, he likes playing this Segundo Volante. What is that? Primarily a defensive role. Best suited to be paired with an anchorman. Different from a ball winning. Often run with the ball or arrive with a late run. So he kind of gets forward. Yeah, do you know what? We'll try it. Bilia can play as an anchorman. Why not? Bonaventura, deep lying playmaker. And then Sani can play, I suppose, as an attacking midfielder with Andre Silva there. We're just going to try now for the last 20 minutes or so. We're just going to try and play standard there a little bit. Actually, way narrow. We're going to drop a little deeper and try and slow the tempo a bit. Stay on our feet. Not so many closing down. Never mind that overlap. We'll just try and maintain the 2-goal advantage that we have. Tell them to tighten up for the last 15 now that we're down to 10 as Duvan Zapata gives Samp a goal back. We're going to try and go to contain now as Bilia delivers in a free kick. Can we end this? Kessie's header over the bar. Now we can make another sub, I think. Or we can actually make another 2 substitutes. We can bring on Carlos Bacca, I suppose, because why not? And then we'll make another one just to waste a bit more time. Bring on Çalhanoğlu for Sane. And it looks like we're going to hold out, hopefully for another clean sheet, which by my count that makes 6 clean sheets in a row if we do hold out. Calabria to Bonaventura now. Forward to Çalhanoğlu. And Calabria has Bacca ahead, plays it to Çalhanoğlu. Has Bacca ahead, that's a good ball. Carlos Bacca now down the flank with the ball, no support in the middle, has to hold it up. Good challenge on him by Antonelli, he can just about keep that in. Goes back to the goalkeeper, Sportiello, who by the way has stopped it being more emphatic today. It could have been 4 easily, if not for the big goalkeeper, but it looks like it's going to be a comfortable 2-0 victory in the end. Benassi now, 5 seconds left. For a half-empty San Siro actually to see a good confident 2-0 victory. And that sets us up nicely for Arsenal's visit here. I'm just going to calmly tell them it was a good win. It wasn't super impressive or anything, but it's a good win. Romagnoli banned, of course, which means he will miss our next fixture, which will be Torino away from home. But of course, Champions League action calls first and foremost. Calabria wants an improved contract. He's still got a 4-year deal, so I'm just going to tell him he's got plenty of time. Plenty of time on your deal, you're not getting another one. As Arsenal are about to come to town, but before that, Napoli and Torino, a game that we're going to be interested in here. Hopefully Torino can put a dent in them. Nice Torino win in Naples, what we're after. Sassuolo beat Novara. Benevento 4-0 against Bologna. Jesus, that's a pounding. And Torino with the win. Atalanta win 6-4 away at Spal. There's a hell of a result. But Torino beating Napoli keeps them behind us. We're a point ahead of Napoli now. 2 behind Lazio. 6 behind Roma, with both of those teams obviously having games in hand. Now we just await Arsenal's visit. Roma Udinese. We'd expect a clear victory there for the side from the capital. 3-0, yep, Roma moved back to 9 clear of us. 10-3-0 Roma in the opening 13 games. An amazing record for them. Barzagli wants in the team. Unfortunately for you, Romagnoli's playing too well. We've got more Champions League fixtures obviously happening today on the Tuesday. We'll see what kind of teams we might be able to face if we finish first or if we finish second. Arsenal, of course, one of the teams who are actually coveting Andre Silva. Andrea Conte injured for 1 to 2 days. Doesn't really matter. And here we go. Juventus are away at Benfica. A big game actually for Juve today. Real Madrid beat Galatasaray 6-0. Barca beating Inter, of course, because Inter are pretty rubbish. Juve with a 1-1 against Benfica, which leaves them second, I believe. Spurs going to top that group. And Inter, I believe, will be well and truly out. Yep, Juventus second place, which means obviously we can't draw them if we finish first. If we finish second, we could end up with Spurs. Man United are second, Leverkusen are top. Barca second, PSG top. Real Madrid second, Bayern top. And the other group's yet to be decided. Inter are actually bottom of their group, so they're just out. Finished 1 point behind, who will drop into the Europa League. Not a good representation of Italy, but at least ourselves and Juve will be qualifying for the last 16, flying the flag for the country. Now Chelsea coveting Andre Silva. Torino hopefully can get another good result against Fiorentina this time. They did 2-0 over Fiorentina. Now hopefully that's the end of their luck, because they're playing us next. Zaniolato 3 months. Ugh. That is a shame. Just when he's getting regular game time. Plazzari playing well for Verona as they beat Benevento. But now it's us v Arsenal. We're both in excellent form. Arsenal know they need to beat ourselves here. Locatelli will come on. I suppose he can come in there for Conte. He can actually start ahead of Bonaventura. And it is going to be Donnarumma, Calabria, Bonucci, Romagnoli, Barreca, Locatelli, Kessie, Biglia, Chiesa, Sani and Silva. And we're going to go out and try and beat the Arsenal. We're going to line up with a 3-2-2-3. We're going to be playing Cech, Chambers, Mustafi, Hoot, Bellerin, Kolasinac, Chan, Coquelin, Mane, Iwobi and Lacazette. I think we can beat that team. I'm going to passionately just say we've had a good run lately, so go beat them. Andre Silva likes that. Hopefully Andre Silva can go out there and show these English teams he's worth coveting. As Emery Chan plays it to Coquelin, forward for Lacazette. Lacazette takes a nice touch. He's playing as a striker today though, which is a bit of a concern. In London he was playing wide, which kind of minimised his impact. Bellerin, Hector Bellerin with an unmarked volley from a corner puts Arsenal 1 up, which will drop us down to second. Not much action in the first 15. It's just unfortunate about that set piece where we've fallen asleep and allowed Bellerin to volley in. Calabria to Chiesa now. Chiesa gives it away to Coquelin but does get it back on the rebound. Locatelli and Kessie forward for Silva. It's a good ball. Sané's on the left. Has to get forward to help. He does. It's out to Sané now. Can Sané beat Bellerin? Sané crosses it. It's not a good one and Petr Cech will easily just catch that one. 18 minutes, 18 seconds. Cech throws it out for Chambers now. Takes it, actually plays it forward quickly. Kessie has nicked it though. Andre Silva turns, faces goal, plays it to Chiesa. Chiesa races past his man, puts a teasing ball across. Locatelli equalises 1-1. Let's get them praised for that. Good play by Chiesa. Locatelli with a lovely finish. 2 young Italians who should hopefully be at the club for years to come. Celtic are beating Ajax at Parkhead. Hopefully that at least puts them into the Europa League. Biglia now to whip this in. Does deliver it deep. Romagnoli rises and it's in. It's 2-1. Yes. Turn around. Moves us up to first place. Actually, if we draw, if it's a score draw, actually, Arsenal will win because they will have the head-to-head advantage over us on away goals. So we actually need to beat them now to get first place. Thankfully for us, we currently are beating them. And we deserve it. I mean, all Arsenal have created so far was that corner. And at half-time, it's AC Milan 2, Arsenal 1. Passionately happy. No reaction, which is a little disappointing. Sané not playing great. Kessie not playing great. But nobody I'd like to bring on. Bonucci, Barreca, Calabria, all apparently not playing great, but it's good enough because we're winning. Biglia, Bonucci, Locatelli, Chiesa. Good play. Locatelli man of the match so far, 7.6. Romagnoli 7.4, of course, both goal scorers. Biglia and Chiesa have assists. As Emery Chan lines up a free kick from distance, it's in for Bellerin, who's got acres of space again on a volley. This time he's put it the wrong side of the post. And Giroud is on for Mustafi as they go to a flat back 4. It's a 4-2-3-1. Welbeck on for Lacazette. Just going to tell him to concentrate for last couple of minutes. Bellerin is off for Koscielny now. We're going to bring on Darmian for Calabria. That'll be the first change. As we move into the last 10 now, we will bring on Bonaventura for Frank Kessie. And as we move into the last 5, we'll make a third change. We'll tell them to tighten up. We will contain, play even safer and drop a little deeper. And we'll make a change. Çalhanoğlu for Chiesa. We'll just throw him in there. As Biglia takes a corner. Hopefully we can bury this. Bonucci heads it down. Çalhanoğlu hits the bar. 2-1 it remains. And we're going to be sweating for injury time, I think. Oh, a throw in actually. We still have a chance to do something here. 5 added minutes. Hopefully we can get the third as Darmian to take the throw. Bonaventura available, takes it down, flicks it to Çalhanoğlu, bends it far post, it's way over everyone's head, but Silva will recover. Can he get a good cross in? Oh, he's lost it to Chambers, but it's went out for a throw on the other side. Nothing happening off the back of that. Hopefully that's game time now. Couple of seconds left. Chambers on the throw. And the referee blows time. 2-1 win for Milan. And our streak of clean sheets is over, but our streak of victories continues. Passionate, very well done. Topped the group. Probably going to end up with Real Madrid for our trouble. But you always want to go out and win. AC Milan in control as Gunners brushed aside. Absolutely. Gunners who are actually top of the English Premier League at the moment, and we have swatted them. When's the draw? Yeah, the draw's not for a while. Okay, well that's going to be this episode. Couldn't have been happier. It was a big episode. We knew that going in against Fiorentina and Arsenal. 2 must-win games. We have won them both, scoring 4, conceding 1 for the first time in quite a number of games. But I'm not going to complain. We got the victory. We've topped the Champions League group. And we're getting up there. We're third now actually in Serie A, so we are rising in the league. Next episode is going to be another tough one. We're away at Torino, and then we host Napoli. So I hope to see you guys for that one. If you've enjoyed this episode, please drop down below and leave a like. It was probably our biggest episode in a while. 2 fixtures. We really had to win 2 fixtures where the pressure was on. We were favourites probably to win both those games, and we've done it. We've kept our head and done the business. Obviously, if you want to follow the series, you can subscribe to the channel, which I'd be eternally grateful for. But mostly, I just want to thank you for watching. It was a really good episode today, and I'll see you next time for Torino and Napoli.